Welcome back, Danger Cats, to another episode of Pro Tips with a DipShit. Today we're going to give you a little life lesson about the off-season training, so stay the fuck tuned.
Fucking slash me again, you little fucking shit. I'll fucking fuck you up.
So as you know, before we do any work, thinking, doing any of that shit, we like to pack ourselves a little lip dinner before we get into any sort of fucking trouble, right? As you know, I'm probably the most notable hockey player to come out of the town of Taber, so a lot of pros and whatnot, junior players, midget players, like to ask me what I do on my off season. Because as you know, my off season is most of those fucking losers on season. So today I'm going to give you a little rundown on how to work the legs, because we all know that the legs feed the wolves. It's going to be in a couple supplies you're going to want to go down to the hardware store and grab before you get into Uncle Hack's off-season training program, Volume 1, being legs. First off, you're going to want to run down, grab yourself a hydration helmet, because you're going to want to stay hydrated because you're going to be doing a lot of work in here. Very important that you don't let the body get dehydrated, so this is a key component in your training program. Secondly, you're going to want to run down to the liquor store and grab some weights. As you can see, I grabbed the finest of weights. These probably weigh about 265 pounds a case because I'm that fucking strong. And last but not least, you're gonna need some oxygen sticks, which are gonna help fill the lungs with that pure oxygen, where you're gonna get that oxygen right down to your legs, which is gonna drive you to get in those extra reps, so that way you're not skipping out on your workouts. So first things first, we're gonna wanna load up the old hydration helmet with Uncle Hack's off-season training. As here, I got the high test, so I'm going to be probably, this right here is probably better than steroids bought from your local drug dealer in town. We're gonna get this thing all loaded up and nice and ready to go. Get this bitch going. Secondly, we want to make sure that this motherfucker ain't going nowhere, so we're gonna have to get her going here. Safety first, too. You don't want to fall on your head or anything like that and fuck yourself up. You don't need a concussion in the off season. So we're gonna get this thing nice and tight. There we go, we got the hydration helmet ready. Now next, you're gonna wanna grab your weights and we're gonna get right into this. So we're going to start off with the first exercise being the lunges. We're going to be doing 3 sets of 3 reps to really get the legs in tip-top shape. Not for game use or spring camp or going into any kind of camp, but for the afterwards. That's hitting the bar with the boys, so that way your dance moves are tip-top shape. We want the Sallies just dripping from their coochie maroos when we're out there shaking with the fellas, because that's what we play the game for. Now our second exercise is going to be the squats. Again with the same weight because it's heavy as fuck. And well, again, not for game use or anything like that or going into spring camp. We are not worried about that. This is strictly for if some Sally is blowing you after the bar, you know, you picked her up and you head home and she gets the bright idea that she wants to slide a finger in your ass, and you can tighten your ass up nice and tight before she can even think about getting that finger around your asshole. Now last but not least, we need the speed feed out there. Also on the ice and off the ice, this will come in handy, because after you bang that Sally, you're gonna wanna get the fuck out and as fast as you possibly can. So we're gonna stack these beers up, get them nice and high, and get those knees nice and high so that way you're able to boot it down the street before that bitch can lock you down. As you can see here, I have the fastest feet on the planet, being that I am a danger cat and we are top of the animal kingdom. This right here will make sure that you get out of some broad's house, especially if the husband shows up and you're sitting there balls deep in her. You know for a fact that you're going to get out of that house unscathed. That man will not even lay a finger on you because your feet are faster than his fucking brains. So there you have it, kids. That's how you get a good set of getaway sticks on you with Uncle Hack's off-season training, Volume 1, legs.